ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Hari Om friends, salutations to the Lord, salutations to the entire Maharishis, sages and saints who have given everything of theirs for every one of us forever. Other than reaching to their expectation level, by no way or means we can extend our reciprocations and gratitudes to them. If this one feeling comes in us and we mean it, then we will be no more mean. We will be really mega big in our lives. Now, this great Upanishad, Mandukya, slowly, steadily only, little by little, equipping us about the correct and complete and higher and true understandings of ourselves and the world. As it's very sublime and it requires a lot of guts and courages. But then, while studying only, even those courages will be provided by the Rishi and Guru Parampara. Just be in that Guru, that's it. They will mold us. So before we do that study, today's thought is in continuation of last 2 days. Is keep the duty management today. Duty in Sanskrit called as dharma. The first day we saw artha, yesterday we saw kamana, desire management, and today it is duty management, dharma management. Few topics only we'll see. First of all, observing the world. How beautiful the entire world is. Everything we see. Only reason is the beauty of the world, the greatness of the world is only because everywhere that thing that which is to be done by them is being performed. In our own life, human beings, if we see individually as well as collectively, there are heavy loads, heavy difficulties, troubles. Only thing is we are not following the duty or dharma. So the beauty of the world is the duty of the world. So too, the beauty in our life is the duty only. If you can discover that, the beauty of the duty, and abide to that, our own life would be so wonderful. Everything in the world you can observe. Wherever there is great achievement, outcome are there, it's only because of all the ingredients that are involved in that are understanding and abiding by duties, by the dharma. It's only in our life. Somehow we compromise with that. Now, first thing is, what is actually the definition of the beauty or dharma? Lot of definitions there. Sanskrita, dharana, dharyate, dhriyate, all of that. But then, in simple our own language, not going too much into philosophy or Vedanta, wherever we are placed, to sustain in that place and to go a step ahead. To sustain in that place and to go a step ahead. Whatever we are expected to perform, that is called as the duty. So the law of that being, to be that being and also to evolve is called as the dharma or the duty. And we know many times Though we go through the pain inside, but somehow we don't realize it truly. We don't express it outside truly. That when the duties are not performed, the dharma is not done. How many ways we go through? What are the different types of LOSSES, losses, LAWS, loss? Law means duty only actually, the loss, nuksan. First and foremost loss, if one doesn't perform duty, is one's own regrets, one's own guilts. Nobody felt happy by rejecting the duty. Immediately you may feel that. Yet later on, as he grows, as he looks back, the one question which goes on troubling means, why didn't I do that which I was to do? And no more guilt than this. No more pain than this. No more failure of the life than this. Therefore, the regrets and guilts are the first thing which will go through. Very painful if the duty is not performed. Second is what? Our growth is arrested. Our prospects, whatever are there, expected, all of them will not happen if we don't perform duty. Third one, we may be demoted also when the duties are not performed. But most important thing is what? When we don't perform duty, the world also will not perform duty towards us. Rather, we will become a point of target to get humiliated and insulted by the world. Do you like your children or anybody when they don't perform duty? अच्छा करो बेटा, तू जो मैं कहता हूँ नहीं करता है. Really, you are the only लायक child in the world. बाकी बेवकूफ लोग देखो, जो भी मैं कहता हूँ करते हैं. Do you say that? It will never happen. More important is the Lord rectifies his mistake. Okay, I have put this fellow there, but he is a kamzor kadi for himself and for everybody around. That opportunities again will not be given to us. In any office you see, when the duties are not performed. So one is the guilts and regrets, remorses. Second is all the prospects, all progress, all evolutions are arrested. Third is we will get insulted by the world and society. Fourth, the Lord also will rectify his mistake of giving us that opportunity. These are all the losses. Most importantly, the great talents which are there with us, abilities that are there within us, they go unused, they go wasted. And it's a big dukkha to the entire world with that one individual who doesn't perform his duties. Think about it. On the other hand, positively, the same things we need not repeat when one performs the dharma or the duty. Think about it. First thing is what? I am not answerable to anyone. Nobody will question. Is it not? We can lift our head and live. With the head high and erect, what an amount of beautiful confidence. See in Gita, Arjuna, not wanting to perform duty, head down. But the duty he did of killing all those people, head up, see the power of duty. Is it not? Oh, you want to leave your head high? Then the only way is what? Doing your dharma. Duty and dharma go together. And dharma is karma rupa. It is to be implemented in terms of action at any level, whatever the level that's required. So too, all the resources that are there given to us get polished, get rightly utilized when we perform our duties. And just like non-performance of duty is a contagious thing, goes to others also. Like घर में कहते हैं ना, तुम नहीं करोगे तो मैं भी नहीं करूँगा. Children and parents fight only for one reason. You don't perform your duty. That fellow says, they also say like that. And highest appreciation comes to us from the society when we exactly are performing what we are supposed to. That's called dharma. And the Lord looking from there, all blessings. Promotions will be there. These are the two things mainly, non-performance of duty. These are all the losses. Performance of the duty is beautifully like this, helpful. Duty word, let us use it as dharma, then go into those four purusharthas of our Sanatana Dharma, and everywhere they are there. This duty becomes the pivotal central thing to both help us in getting the other to this side, the other one this side. Remember that. The Artha Kama will be fulfilling to us when they are endowed or gained through the Dharma. Feel it. Don't brush aside this sentence just like that as if we heard it so many times. No. Even if it's a bread little bit, whatever, on the dharmic way and eating it is more refreshing and cherishable than with unrighteousness, whatever we are. You know, that's what Arjuna's very powerful sentence. Having killed my own people, I'll have to eat the blood, the bread soaked in the blood of all my kith and kin. Rudhira pradigdan bhogan bhunjiyo. Bhagavan corrects it. You are not fighting with your relatives. I will kick you if you do that. You are fighting with your enemy. Therefore, that correction is made there. Is it not? The artha earned through dharma. How beautiful it is. Even if the quantity is less. But through adharma, if the artha is gained, whether you account it or not, it is accounted and counted somewhere. Please remember. So the dharma is such a beautiful thing. It becomes a shield for us to protect ourselves from the excesses and wrongs of artha and kama. So to the kama. When the kamana is having yesterday or some class we saw dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharateshu. I think yesterday only in the desire management. It went together, dharma and kama. Dharma purushartha and kama purushartha. We are combining both the dharmartha kama moksha dharma of the chaturvida purushartha and our duty dharma in our world. We are trying to analyze if they are not performed, how an individual also a liability, how the totality also becomes chaotic. In the same way, when dharma is followed, how individual also is progressing, also feels so happy within himself, contented, then he is given more opportunities and promotions, and the society also so much blessed and happy with that person. धार्मिक व्यक्तियों का कमी है आजकल आध्यात्मिक से भी ज्यादा. Many people take adhyatma as dharma because they go so closely together, and it is not wrong also. Although by definition, dharma is different from adhyatmikata. And dharma is one part of adhyatmikata, and adhyatmikata is one part of dharma again. That way you can link it and understand it. Adhyatmikata is our mukhya dharma. And when one follows dharma, one becomes qualified for the adhyatmikata. And in continuation of this, not only for the artha kama, the dharma is such a powerful protector. Doesn't take us beyond the condition limits and helps us not to go into wrong channel. So to the dharma alone is the one, is a passport. What do you call it? It's a ticket or a visa, boarding pass, even for any of the adhyatmika sadhanas. The ultimate goal of all of them is moksha. Whether you try to get that moksha through jnana margam or bhakti margam. What is required is the strength and ability in our mind, both of concentration, both of the ability to analyze and all. Bhakti jnana ke liye. But will it come to us when we are adharmic? It won't come. Bhakta cannot be bhakta being adharmic. Dharmika alone can be bhakta. Dharmika alone can be karma yogi also. On the name of karma or service, if he is adharmic, he is caught one day. People are frightened with such people. कि सेवा के नाम पे लूट जो रहे हैं. I am not giving all examples. You see the entire your own world or nation or your own state or your own neighborhood, whatever. वो आपके लिए है. सोचना examples. धर्म. Adharmic cannot be bhakta also, I said already. And a person without dharma cannot do any the niyantrana of the prakriti called as yoga sadhana. सबके लिए बेस है. From adharma directly one cannot enter into spirituality, please. Like from bad directly one cannot enter into spiritual. He'll have to become good then only. Remember? In the same way, from the lobha directly one cannot enter into spirituality. From lobha to dana to tyaga to sannyasa, then only. In the same way, from adharma directly one has no entry into spirituality. Let be dharmic. Whether it is bhakti margam or it is jnana yoga margam, ashtanga margam, and in the jnana margam, to very, very essential it is. The entry will not be given at all, whatever you do without dharma. So that way, the importance of dharma in an individual's life for his own personal outer growth, inner growth, for his own spiritual evolution. Then the importance of dharma, the beauty of duty of every individual when performed, adding and helping to the beauty of the world. Third one is the Almighty, the Lord, the Manager, expects only one thing from us. If we perform that, other three he will give. And the only thing which makes him miserable also is this one. Non-performance of dharma makes him miserable. When we are right, yes, the most pleased is Bhagavan himself. The Lord also is made happy. So feel all these things and understand how worst will be our life when we miss to perform our duties every moment, and how beautiful the life would be when we encash it every moment by performing our duties. Okay. Now, third point or fourth, whatever. What are the obstacles while performing the duties? Let us discuss a little bit about that also. What are the obstacles? Main obstacle is our own non-recognizable laziness at all levels. Non-recognizable means we don't recognize. Laziness is cause also for not performing the dharma, and also it is a result also of non-performing the dharma. A person who doesn't perform duty, one of the losses, as we discussed earlier, is the excesses of the laziness is also in him. One is this reason. Second is what? Very careful. Don't miss it. As we said already, the great blessings and the glory and beauties of the duty are not understood. The need of the performance of duty, the beauty of the duty is not clearly understood, either not by told by anyone, or nor we have understood. Therefore, that becomes an obstacle. Is it not? Third is what? The misguidance from others that we miss. They may not tell, but looking at them, we get misguided. And the fourth one is what? Too much of desires, indulgences. When we are habitual to them, then one cannot have time, energy for performing the duties. So the lazinesses are the reasons. Non-understanding or convinced about the beauty of the duties are another reason. Misguidance from others, or too much of indulgences, bhoga pravritti, then you will not do duty. Obstacles enroute the performance of duty. Main is laziness at all layers of our personality. This is one more topic to be elaborated about. Fourth topic we can talk about is when all these are understood, then how the performance of a duty should be. How the performance of the duty should be. The two very important things said in Gita in third chapter are with utmost detachment, the duty performance. Then it helps us to become devotee. Or duty takes us, the karma, the dharma takes us to bhakta or adhyatmik sadhaka later on. Utmost detachment, the duty has to be performed. Toward the doership or toward the result of all of that. This is one thing, how the duty has to be performed. Duty means duty's sake. Artha, anyway, it will come in the form of salary or blessings. Minimum kamana, whatever is required, we do. But don't do dharma for artha kama. One thing is this. Duty is duty's sake, selfish, without selfishness or any expectation. Second very important thing is what? The duty should be loved so much. This one we miss in our life. And that personality we have to create in ourselves. I love my duty. Like Gurudev, the Guru Parampara, for what reason we don't know, has given me this duty of doing satsanga. No, if I don't love this duty of mine, I'll find only excuses. And how long it will take for me to stop all the things? Who will stop me? Who will ask me? ध्यान से सुनना, मेरा जो धर्म है उसको प्रति मेरा प्रेम ही मुझे उसमें इन्वॉल्व करने देगा. And when you translate dharma as a religion like Hindu dharma, what is the most worst thing in Hinduism we have, because of which we are not going ahead, is we don't love our dharma. Although it is saying so great, grand, glorious. Others, so much of criminality, cunningness are there. Still they all do that because they love it. And just by the way, I am saying, this is where main purpose wo nahi hai. Not defining dharma as a religion, etc. It's also part of it. That way, the jiva dharma, vyavaharik dharma, paramarthika dharma, big discussions are there. They'll be discussed in our spiritual classes. We're not taking that aspects much into consideration. Yeah. That way you can go, as I told you, 27 definitions are there for dharma. Big one it is. So the first thing is what? With utmost detachment. Second one is with full love. We have to perform our duties. Third one is what? With full alertness and awareness. Fourth is most important. With total perfection. Because this performance of my duty has its consequences on the entire world. Entire world, like master say, if I just make a chutki or make a clap or tap the floor with my foot for dance or walk, it has already influenced the Navagrahas also even beyond. That much is the connection between me, the individual, and the universe, the total. It has to be realized, very sensitive thing, but it is so, it is true also. So how much careful must be my tapping the foot or clapping the hand? You know, when your grandchild is sleeping, just you came banging the door, that fellow is shaken, that itself is the effect. How many ways his physiological functions got disturbed by that, psyche got disturbed by that. So many things, we have to be aware. Being sensitive is spirituality. And being sensible later on that. So the duties have to be performed without attachment. Really. Without expectation of artha kama. With full love towards them. And absolute awareness, the duties have to be performed. And as perfectly as possible. In Gita, Mukta Sangha Samachara. It is said to us. So what are the things we have seen? The world is beautiful because of everybody in the world are beautiful. Sun is doing his duties, moon is doing his duties. All the Prakriti is continuously doing its duty. Is it not all the Adhisthana Devatas are performing their duties? At the cosmic level, total level. That's why the beautifully every planet in its own orbit going on. Apna dharma nirvana kar rahe ho. Same way in every individual's body, so many parts are there. Each one is doing its duty. Then only we are in completely healthy. See, if one limb doesn't work properly, that also suffers. It makes the each of the other limbs also affected by that. Total body suffers, and the owner of the body also suffers. Owner of the body is the Lord. Total body is a total world. The near limbs means your own near and dear ones, and the only that particular limb means yourself. Will suffer when that doesn't perform. कोई भी एक ऐसा शरीर का भाग नहीं किया तो this is so important, you know. This is the first education to be given, beta. You are not isolated individual, you are a part of total. Therefore, for the beauty of the totality and also for the beauty of your life, you are given another beautiful thing called a duty. Understand its beauty and do it so beautifully that the life becomes beautiful for you and for everyone. The first thing discussed was that. Second was the ugliness if the duties are not performed. I'm not giving all examples. The netas, the doctors, the lawyers, the babas, anybody, if they don't perform duty, everything is stagnant in this world. Totally there is a problem. Individually also, as I told, so many ways we are answerable, we'll be guilty, we'll all, be insulted by the world. The Lord will not give us this opportunity again. All the resources, abilities get wasted. Laziness, lethargy, excess grows. And when we don't perform duty, we are distracted by the desires and the nonsense of the world. We discussed about that losses. And conversely, the positive results when we perform the dharma. From the Purushartha standpoint, we explained, and from the world's acceptance standpoint, also is expected. He does his duty, he is given promotion. He may have less talent, never mind, doing dharma is important. And we said, head high, erect, you can live in this world. That was the third topic we discussed. Fourth one, the obstacles for the performance of the duty we have seen. These are the ones. 4 5 of them. The laziness, the greedy, indulgence aspects, etc., misguidance from others, not understanding the glory of dutiful. The beauty of duty, if it is not understood, then will not be dutifully beautiful. Okay? Then we also try to know how the duties have to be expressed or performed. Utmost care, utmost prema, the total alertness and awareness, the duties have to be done without attachment. Mukta Sangha Samachara. Now the fifth topic can be in this regard is, who will decide duties for us? Who will decide duty for us? The two things, be careful about it. Who will decide what are duties in a company or factory? The owner of that only will decide. But then, if he is signing on that job acceptance letter, he is signing it saying that all the duties which were imposing on me, giving to me, now onwards, they are my duties. That is the signature. As long as you abide by the signature, that means follow the duty. The management, the boss are happy with you. The moment I go away from that, they remove us. Understood? In the same way, the entire world is managed by Paramatma. It is his. By now, in our so many months of satsang, we must be very clear that for the Samashti Jagat, Samashti Ishvara is there, and this Vyasti Jagat is a part of the Samashti. They were all by default, by compulsion, are given everything by, or taken care of by, or duly punished by that Ishvara. That clarity should come by now. How to explain that? Just like I, an individual as a jiva, has my own powers and my own equipments, so to the total world as is a powerful person behind it with all his equipments and powers is called Ishwar. Because the company belongs to him, then he alone will decide what are our duties. Of course, through what? Absolutely, no doubt about it so far now. We are doing it every day, the discussion, through our Shastra. What are our dharma? The dharma Shastras decide for us. They decide for us, but then we have to accept those decisions and abide by them in our own interest. क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली करना हम हो गए, करना हमें है तो स्वीकार हमको करना है. In other words, I can't decide my duty. I can understand my duties, which are already decided. I can accept my duties, which are already given to me, and I perform the duties to the best of my intentions and abilities, which are already given. In the duties only, the rules, regulations, all of them are within initiative. Another reason we have forgotten for non-performance of the duty obstacles is the differentiation between the rights and duties not clearly understood. I'll explain 2 minutes this, which we explained in Gita, chapter 2, 47 shloka. In fact, actually, if you understand in life, there are no rights only, there are only duties. याद रखना इस बात. There are no rights in this world, there are only duties. And because we are a samashti interconnected to each other, each one's rights are automatically taken care of by the performance of the duties by each others. If this one point also is conveyed to the youngsters, to the people of the world, I tell you, a world of change will happen in the world, positive change. Is it not? What are the rights of a student in a class to get a best lesson? No, is it there in their hands? Though it is their right, it is not. It is in the hands of the Guru. In what? The teacher should tell his lesson wonderfully well. That is his duty. So what is the right of the teacher? To get a wonderful audience, is it not? Is it there in his hands? Teacher, nahi hai. It is in the hand of the student. When he performs his duty of coming on time and understanding everything and responding properly, when he does his, the student's duties is equal to the rights of the teacher. Teacher's duties is equal to rights of the student. Public's duties is equal to the rights of the government. And the government's duties are equivalent to the rights of the public. Parents' duties take care of the children's rights. Children's duties will take care of the parents' rights. My duty of the good lecture will take care of your right. Yeah, we have come, giving up everything. We are giving a life of ours called as 1 hour and a half our time. So therefore, if I do well my duty, your right is taken care of. So when you are doing your duty, my rights. There are no rights in this world. Forget about from on आज से. हमारा कोई ऐसे right नहीं है. Duty करते जाओ. Because of our performance of duty, at least somebody's rights are fulfilled. But your rights are not fulfilled, means somebody is not doing his dharma. We can only request him. Duties of wife is equal to rights of husband, all that. This is another analysis. Not knowing this information makes it an obstacle. Knowing this information becomes a source of inspiration for us to be duty oriented. One of the very valuable things I tell you, how to protect Swamiji myself from this world of temptations or attractions or threatenings or frightenings. Just to stick to your duty, 24 घंटे. And the duties are endless. In them when we are there, we can be protected. Only those who don't stick to duties, that they are getting distracted or attracted. Both ways. You are distracted, attracted, therefore not performing duty. Non-performing duty, therefore you are distracted. दोनों तरह से देखो. So how many topics? We have seen the world and said the world is beautiful because of the duty and the human life is ugly because of non-duty. Therefore, the most beautiful thing in the life is to be dutiful. First thing we understood. If not performed, what are the losses? If performed, what are the gains? What are the obstacles? Fourth topic. Fifth one is how we have to perform the duties. Sixth thing we discussed about are who are the ones who decide our duties. The Bhagavan, creator of the world, through the Shastra. Of course, we have to accept them. Therefore, it is our acceptance finally. But primarily, it is by the one who gives us. The Lord from Him. Now comes the seventh and most important and last topic in this context is what are the duties? ये तो हमने सोचा ही नहीं. What are the duties? So simple it is. Take your own pen, paper and keep on writing. First and foremost duty, dharma we have is towards our own deha mana buddhi. याद रख लेना देह इंद्रिय मनोबुद्धि. We have a duty at the level of our own sharira indriya manobuddhi. In that both the things are there. The maintenance of it is our duty. Not allowing it to go for the misusing is also a duty. Using it for the best purpose also is our dharma. So my dharma towards my deha, my dharma towards my own indriyas, my own dharma towards my own mana, and my duty towards mind. But we have never cared also it is. It's not my duty to make my mind beautiful. Who will do it? But did I take it as a duty? Dharma? छोड़ ही दिया उसको, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए करके. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. मुख्य से शरीर का जो देखोगे, it is everybody's dharma to take care of deha. Actually, these doctors and all that are the final people to help us, not the first ones. First and primary is I myself. One of the laughable things I told the other day, age of 80, 90, so many things we have eaten and all in life. Still we have not decided or came to understand what is required for the health and strength of our deha. अब तक इसको भी हमने नहीं समझा. That much we are careless. When I take the deha samrakshana as a dharma, my activities, my intake of the food, my exercise, all of them fall in such a wonderful place that for a long time we can be healthy and energetic. ये धर्म है हमारा. Clear? Now note them. I am not detailedly explaining all this, though this is very important topic. But then we know we are all wise enough, matured enough to know all these things. My idea is only to tell all the aspects related to dharma or the duty, why it is made beautiful, and other aspects as if performed, if not performed, etc. But what exactly duties are, almost all of us know. So the deha ke liye, in same way with our own indriyas, our own mana, these are all our duties. So body, senses, mind, intellect related duty. नोट कर लो क्या क्या है उसके. Everything I will not tell. So the duty as a beauty and performance of duty gives beauty everywhere. Then we have our immediate dharma. After taking care of ourselves is our own near and dear ones. What a beautiful thing our life is because of them. With this topic little bit we already touched. I will not explain much, but understand we have duties towards both. The equivalent siblings, more than that, the elder ones, parents, duty. उनके प्रति धर्म बाबा निर्वाह करो. When they with both hands raised say, "Juku juku jiyo," nobody, even Taliban cannot trouble you. Is it no? if the elders bless us. And that is your duty. How negligent we are towards our elders. Oh, ये धर्म है. What is dharma toward them? See that they are comfortable at body level, mind level. You do what is possible. It is your dharma to give them prema, to give them the samaya, to give them the seva. That is human life, you know. That's how then we are taken care by the next generation. Like that. So dharma towards oneself understood, dharma towards the parents and the children and the people, all of them, we have duty. Don't neglect. ऐसा नहीं सोचना कि होता रहेगा होने दो मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा. Then we are non-sensitive. We are not complete in our using our intellect. That has to be one with our genes, one with our own entire system. Okay, I have duty towards those people. You have duty for your servant, giving him timely salary, helping him in the occasions. देखो ये धर्म है, आप छोड़ के नहीं जा सकते हो. Is it not? Then we have the third duty towards our profession. Let us be loyal and honestly express our dutyness in our professions. In the profession, let us be professionally dutiful. Because they are giving us livelihood. धर्म अपने उद्योग में धर्म की बात कर रहे हैं. There are so many people more deserving than us, then less privileged than us. Have are not given that chance. We are given it. So how much we have to be dharmic there, duty oriented in our professions. Many people in some intoxication of mind don't understand it and bring loss to themselves. Dharma towards our udyoga data, annadata, whoever may be, whichever profession we are, the duty. So many things in that I am not explaining in detail. I said two words, honesty and loyalty. It also includes the gratefulness, the concern, the kindness, giving an extra hour of duty without asking for, that extra hours time, OTA, overtime allowance. These are all duties, Baba. धर्म का ही मजा आता है सबको लेकर जीवन. Duties towards our own professions. Diclo, details I am not telling. Oneself, the near and dear ones, all of them, clear, there is no doubt about it. Picture is very clear. Details have to be worked out, आप लिख लो. There are also duties towards profession, third one. Fourth one is duties towards, in general, the society in which we are living. It includes all your memberships in different clubs, etc. Your own locality, वहाँ भी आपके धर्म होते हैं, duties. Recognize them. The best of the all things what I want to today convey, all other things you forget, is become a person habitually duty-minded and duty-oriented. Not the absent-minded or irresponsible oriented person. Not lazy oriented, but duty oriented. Not indulgent oriented, but duty oriented. If this one thing is induced by some injection, some vaccine, some type of medication, अगर हो सके तो, enough that our body is taken care. मजा आता है साला. I tell you the अध्यात्म मोक्ष विद्या को छोड़ो, it will be a byproduct. अपने आप आएगा. You teach dharma to everyone. That is first. धर्मते विरते जोगते ज्ञान मोक्ष व्रत भेद विखाना. So all that comes from dharma. Duty toward the society, the social norm, social dharma. In that all the fundamental duties as mentioned in the constitution is आ जाएंगे फिर. Then come the dharma towards our own desha. Towards the nation, we have duties are there. What are the things in last 10 days or 1 month we thought as our duty towards the nation? Consciously. मैं इस देश में हूँ, फिर मेरा धर्म है इस देश के लिए. Call it नाम रोशन करना, फाइनेंशियली हेल्प करना, अच्छा ही बात करना अपने देश के बारे में, social duties, the national duties, and duties towards the nature, duties towards the universe. If you can think about, the higher we evolve in recognizing and performing our duties, the more will be our evolution truly. True evolution is thinking from the bigger standpoint, finding one's own duties at that level and performing. Then finally is our dharma towards Bhagavan, duties towards the God. Their entire spirituality starts, which we have not discussed today. But then हमारा एक धर्म होता है भगवान के प्रति, क्या क्या है वो सब लिख ले. Then in our shastras there will be varna dharma, the ashrama dharma, there are so many, the jati dharma. Jati means manusya dharma, they are called as. That way, so many are there. The Stri dharma, the Purusha dharma, all that exhaustive explanation is given in our shastras in a big way. So from that only we spoke, no doubt about it. But those authorities in detail we have not taken. We have tried to understand in our own way how our presence in this globe, or whatever the number of years we live, is so beautiful. His only way is by being dutiful. That's the point we have exhaustively focused on today. Then, as we are doing every day, not many, 2, 3 only quotations. Now, Gita. Entire Gita only is Dharma and Mama. We talk about Mama Dharma only. Mama Dharma, the Vyavaharika Dharma, the Jiva Dharma, Paramarthika Dharma, duty. Vyavahara Dharma, which we have discussed last 50 minutes. Vyavaharika Dharma, ये सब हो गया. Then Jiva Dharma, it's called Pratibhasika Dharma. It's our duty to go into our next body with much more evolution, not devolution. For that, what is to be done? Whether you call it punya, whether you call it as gaining those knowledges and habits which go through with us, इन सबको मिलाकर ये प्रातिभाषिक जीव धर्म कहते हैं. That is also duty. Paramarthika dharma is what that we are discussing in the evening class. Bhagavata dharma, Atha Bhagavatam dharman bhuta, Atyantika kshemam pruchhamaha. That's called Paramarthika dharma. So Bhagavad Gita talks about these three things. Clear? We are seeing quotations. The entire text itself is quotation. Then Ram Bhagavan Avatara, the entire Avatara is only for duty, dharma. So that will be in different context explained in detail, but the reference is given to you for you to think. The data is given. But in Gita mainly Bhagavan says, Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunaha Paradharma Swanushtita Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyaha. It is better to die while performing one's own dharma rather than compromising with that dharma. Is it not? Swadharme nidhanam shreya. Swadharme dharmam nidhanam nishreyaha. That way also some people explain. Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha. Duty karte karte marna is better than nahi duty karte hue marte marte jeena. Gita shloka. Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha. And then dharmyat yuddha shreya anya kshatriyasya navidyate. For you having a chance to fight in a dharma yuddha, there is no better thing. It is sargadvaram apavrutam. It is an open door for heaven with red carpet. Performing your duty, hey Arjuna. Hatova prapsasi swargam jitvava mokshade vahim. In this your duty of this war, if you die, you enjoy swarga. If you win, you will enjoy this world. Hatova prapsase swargam jitvava mokshade vahim. Tasmad uttishta kaunteya dharmaya krita nishchaya. This is Bhagavad Gita quotation. Then second one, the same sloka which we already explained, karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, you must perform your duties. Your rights are taken care. Then after all long time when we perform these type of duties, as a result of which our antakarna becomes absolutely shuddha. Then we have a higher duty for the sake of which we have to lift to shift ourselves from these duties. The higher duty is spiritual evolution. Therefore, these duties we have to transcend. That is called as the last sloka of Gita. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. And in Gita, there are few slokas come. Those who are confused about what is dharma and adharma, they are rajasic. Those who take adharma as dharma is called absolute tamasic one. Adharmam dharmamitya manyante tamasavruta sarvarthan viparitancha buddhisa partha tamasi. Then dharma dharma clarity is not there, they are called rajasic. But those who exactly know what is dharma, that is sattvika buddhi. Again, I am telling, according to Gita, the greatest maturity of human being is knowing what exactly is expected to express or perform or duty. That is called highest intellect. सात्विक बुद्धि कहते हैं इसको. Then so many places, ahimsa, paramo dharma, it is said. Quotations, whatever you can remember all that. All in all, the essence of today's discussion is what? We feel to be dharmic oriented. That's the only way qualifies us for the moksha purushartha. And if we compromise the dharma for the sake of artha and kama, moksha is gone, dharma anyway compromised, and compromised dharma can never give us artha and kama. In all four aspects, we are utter failure. चारों हमारे से चले जाए. What we said in the beginning in an optimistic manner, positively, the performance of dharma gives inner satisfaction, qualifies us for the moksha because Lord will give higher opportunities, and enables us to get the artha kama. Here is the higher official, when he is doing his dharma well, he is given all the house, he is given a vehicle, he is given petrol, he is given a servant. All of them called artha kama. Why? Dharma perform kar. That what I said that time, we are saying the same thing in the opposite manner. If the dharma is not lived like, we will lose artha, we will lose kama, we will lose moksha. Dharma anyway given up. Dharma ko pakada, charo aa gaye. Dharma ko choda, charo gaye. This much we must understand. And in this world, what is the main thing to be injected is the duty orientation. Let everyone do their dharma at their places, everybody else's the rights, etc., they are fulfilled. So this is called, in short, the duty management. All understanding anyway will have to be practical, then only they will give a result. That goes without saying. So may we all pray to God, the Almighty, the Gurus, give us that ability, capacity to understand the glory of dharma, beauty of duty, and may we abide by that, make our lives beautifully beautiful, beautifully dutiful. That way, joyfully fruitful. And it will happen to us. And you and I take our study as dharma. Take our sadhanas as dharma, duty. In that way, single-pointed way, let us do it. It is our personal duty for our own personal evolution. It is exclusively for those who are regularly coming to the class. All other things are in generally spoken. But you and I, dharma hai, hum nahi chhodenge baas, satsang karna. स्वाध्याय करना, साधना करना और आध्यात्मिक प्रगति पाना, ये सब हमारा धर्म है बस. Then nobody need tell us, nobody dare distract us. That one feeling, it's my dharma. Is it not my evolution, my dharma? In this case, is it not whatever is required for evolution to do that is my dharma? And in that, some sacrifices are there, some difficulties are there, some tough phases are there we have to go through. ये सब हमारा धर्म है. See the dharma palam, the Pandavas, dharma palam. So many people in our shastras, you can see. Wonderful it is. I have not quoted all those examples. The dharmika rajas, dharmika manushas, for the sake of dharma, they gave up everything. So go through all of them and feel. I am not desire oriented. I am not money oriented. I am duty oriented. I am duty oriented. I am a duty oriented personality. My जीवन is dharmabandha, dharma niyamita, dharmartha. देखो, so the artharthi kamarthi, no dharmarthi, then become moksharthi. देखो, and there are some people who dedicate their life only in performing the duties which are mentioned. And such a few people are there because of whom entire universe is running. All other useless fellows, they only eat, they think that is their dharma. They only sleep. You know? They take it as their own rights and they don't do any duty. Like many husbands think it is a right that the wife should respect and do all seva and anzin. What are you reciprocating? You do your dharma? So थोड़ा याद रख लेना इन बातों को. So pray to God, Gurudev, make us dharmic, not arthik or kamik. Then only will become mokshik. Okay, thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.